Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Clippers.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for him, no doubt.
Splitters. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. And it's Young in at the center. That's the Warriors 5.
Omri Caspi.
Hughes comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Okafor with the steal. Pass break, Philadelphia. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers played some outstanding basketball. He ended up with 38 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Barnes, he's checked in for Young. On defense, Golden State, they lead by 7. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Philadelphia with the ball, 6 to shoot. Guarded by Kerr.
We'll see if they can make some adjustments at halftime to try to get him some easier looks and get him on track.
And he gets the bucket. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead. Checked in for Golden State. Alexander's checked in for the 76ers. And look at that.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy. Fast as light.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
Well, fortunately for him, it really doesn't matter anymore. They've got this thing sold up. Just sit back and enjoy.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Alexander. Out left to the wing. Fader on the way. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors ahead, up 19. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end, we rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute an offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of ingredients to a solid effort, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. This is the sort of offensive rhythm we know we're capable of when we put our mind to it. I like that we're active, moving our feet, making the right passes. Something I did like? Well, a bunch of times we forced a turnover that led directly to a bucket. I wouldn't mind seeing that happen a few more times after the half.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You know, Jahlil Okafor has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today. Really on point.
Quite honestly, it's been a pleasant surprise for him. You know, he really hit on something that worked in those first two quarters, guys.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Guarded by Curry. 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. For 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The 76ers trail by 19. Guarded by Curry. Dishes to Okafor. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Caspi, he's checked in for the Warriors.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Okafor. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never.
Congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
You guys have been making it look too easy the last few games. How long do you think this will last?
Forever? Man, I don't know. You guys are the ones that make a big deal about this kind of thing. We're just trying to win games and compete for a championship. If we're thinking too much about some stupid streak, then it's going to be over real quick anyway. So stop asking about that stuff. Let's talk about something else, please.
Critics might say you were just chasing numbers in a game tonight that was clearly in hand. Agree or disagree?
Agree. I'm going to get mine whether we're winning or losing. You can call it chasing numbers or whatever you want. I just call it being a stud.
That was your first official game as a starter. How'd it feel?
It's a nice milestone for sure. I mean, I'm just blessed to be playing in the NBA, and making the starting lineup means that I've been playing well and improving my game. Still a lot I want to do in this league, and hopefully I can keep making my family proud. Oh, and shout out to my pops. I know he's watching this back home. Love you, Pops.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Warriors out in Oakland. Well, for the Warriors, what a year they're having. They've run up the best record in the NBA with some absolutely flawless performances. They've been a fun team to watch over the first half of the season. Well, for Golden State, they certainly didn't struggle before Steve Kerr became head coach, but since his arrival, he has this team executing one of the most beautiful offenses in the league.
It reminds me a little bit of the triangle. What I mean by that, there's constant motions and cuts in this offensive system. You know, it's much more than just the Splash Brothers shooting up threes. These guys are a fun team to watch.
Yeah, you know, Steve, he did a great job of blending all the coaching styles that he's learned over the past years. He's played for some great coaches.
From North Carolina, number 40. From North Carolina.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And, Kevin, they've got an opportunity to do it really early in the season, which shows you exactly how much they've been able to get accomplished this year.
And it has been a great run for this group right from day one. They hit the ground running and really have never slowed down.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Deron Williams out there with Rose. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Bogut. And it's Powell in at the 4 spot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Young for 3. That's good. Young's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Young with the steal. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. From outside the arc, sticks another. 3 more from Young. Young's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Warriors. Warriors on D. 4-point game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Now, here is Young. 9 points last game, and that one's good. Young's got 9 points.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Williams against Curry. The dish to Powell. And that time, also a missed shot. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Young for 3. Thompson dishes to Young. Fires from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Parsons with a screen on Green. Powell the pass to Parsons. From 11 feet away, Warriors with the rebound. And here's Young from the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's – 15 points for Freak.
You can't help but pick their